housekeeping things out of the way. Welcome, welcome. Today is live Q&A day, which is super exciting. Just grab this link here, add it to our webinar. Okay, ooh, cool, cool. Okay, let me refresh here. Okay, cool, guys. So my name is Bridget Bartlett. I am the local business marketing training and support specialist with Builderall. So today is live Q&A day. So if you are in any of my groups or wherever you're watching this, if you actually click the link in the description of this video, you'll go to the webinar broadcast page. That is where you can comment and I will see your comments. That's also where you can join the Builderall family. And in addition, you can get access to our previous challenges. So we did an email challenge with 34 days of training, and all of this is free. You don't even have to register an email. Just simply click the link and then come to the broadcast page. I do want to show you though. Let me go ahead and share my screen here because I want to show you what you can do, because this is a new system, so I want to make sure that everyone knows how to access all of this. But of course, I'm still trying to figure things out myself. So I'm just going to share this screen here, and hopefully you see this and it's all good. Let me log back in here. Okay. So just make sure, guys. Okay. So this is what the webinar broadcast page looks like. Okay, so if you are brand new, like I said, you can click on the link and this is the page that you're going to go to. Now, if you are a Builderall member, even a free member, you can log in here and then get the Zoom link and then join me for the meeting. If not, you can't join the Zoom. We used to actually do that, but we got our meeting hacked and everything. And so to avoid that, we want to make sure that if you have to have a Builderall account to join the actual Zoom, but you don't have to have any account to comment below here in this area. So it looks like we already have some people here. So hey, Walt, hey, Pam, got quite a few people watching, but also on the side here, you'll see that I have my local business marketing course. If you're interested in learning about network marketing, you can take Jean's course here. You can also take Keck's course for information products. So if you're interested in creating a course or creating an ebook or learning to promote ebooks and so on, you can definitely benefit from Keck's course there. If you are interested in creating like an e-commerce store or something like that, you can take Jackie's course for physical products. And then also, once you've created these digital products, then now you have a product that you need to launch. So you definitely want to join Terry's group there. Also, these trainings are completely free. My live training that I do every single Monday through Friday is free. In addition, Gene does the same thing. He does 5 days of live training. Keck, same thing. We all have groups, and all of this training and support is 100% free. All you have to do is sign up for Builderall. That's it. I mean, really, you don't even have to sign up for Builderall, but we're teaching you all of these things, and Builderall is the tool that we use. So it definitely benefits you to sign up for a Builderall account. You can click here and you can sign up for $1 for 30 days, get unlimited access, and it's just kind of a no-brainer. If you are watching this somewhere and you clicked here and you're like, I don't know why it's still a gray screen, all you need to do is refresh. Okay, so you just need to refresh and then add your name again, and then you should be able to see the video there. So this is what I'm trying to do, you guys, because we're trying to streamline things. You know, as the market expands, as the market grows, we definitely want to keep up with the market because that's what we do. You know, it's like you guys are learning marketing from us. So if we don't grow and if we don't pave the way for, you know, and try to foresee where the market is going, then we are doing everyone else a disservice, right? So the beautiful thing is that we have all of this inside of Builderall. I created this web page page with the webinar and everything on Builderall. So the webinar app, all of that I'm using. Now you may be saying, wait a minute, you're on Zoom. How are you using the Builderall webinar app when you're on Zoom? So the way it works is you just simply, you create your webinar, right? So you put all of the information that you want, like the time and all these things that you want to be on your webinar page. You can choose, different styles of chats here. You can choose lots of options, right? And all this is a code from the webinar app that you create, and then you put it inside basically as an iframe inside your page. And then you can design your broadcast page however you want to. I just put a menu up here. So you can do lots of things that you want with your broadcast page, and then just put this code here. Now, when you go live, you have a few options. You can choose a pre-recorded video. You can choose an iframe, which is basically from the webinar app that you put on your page. You could choose an iframe to video. You could choose an uploaded video, Builderall Video Manager, or a YouTube video. Now, I already stream to YouTube, so it makes perfect sense to me to just grab the link from my live video, paste it into the webinar, and now that video is what's streaming live on the broadcast page. Okay, so definitely wanted to make sure that I went over all of that with you guys, because I know this is a new process. We're used to going live in the groups and everything, but with everything going on, and again, this is so not political. This is simply marketing. Okay, I don't care what people believe. That's completely irrelevant to me. The fact is, in the social media climate right now, people are flocking these standard social media platforms. So we want to still reach people, right? There's no way, and we have said this for years. Let me stop sharing. All of us in marketing have said this for years. You should never, ever put all of your eggs in one basket, because this is what happens. If YouTube shuts you down for whatever reason, you have lost not only all of that traffic, but you have lost all of your videos, all of your content, unless you've backed them up in another place. So the beauty of Builderall is that you're not relying on another company to store, I guess Builderall, but you're not relying on a social media platform to maintain all of your business, right? Unless you're like threatening people and violence and literally breaking the law, Builderall is not going to shut you down. It doesn't matter what you believe. So it's really, really important to make sure that when you're creating all of this content that you're backing it up. And that's not just now, that was true 10 years ago as well. But having all of this, all of these tools available, it just, for us who are used to using them, it's no big deal. We just start doing it a different way, and we've been using these tools and we're familiar with it. But lots of people brand new may not have any idea. They may think, yes, I need that kind of setup, but how do I do that? How do I create all of this myself? And that's where we as affiliates come into play, because we have the answer to the problem. And now we can have the solution, right? We can tell them the solution to their problem. Let me go ahead and let Jim in here. Hey, Ray, I see you. Thanks for joining. Let's see here. I know this is a whole new ball game here. Oh, it says, I see Jim left a comment. I'm not sure if I'm in the Zoom link, but I see you, not everyone else. Yeah. So that's what I was just saying, Jim, is that we're changing everything, because you have to grow, you have to expand, you have to change how you're doing things, right? So I created this webinar page, and I'm really loving it. I love how you guys as affiliates, or I don't know if you decided to be an affiliate or not, but you can just take this link to this broadcast page and just cookie it and share it. So that's the beauty of it. You don't even have to do anything. You can be brand new. And I'll show you guys how to cookie a link here. I'll do that right now. So let me share my screen. Okay, so let me bring this over here. Okay, so here is the broadcast page. Now, what I want to do, this is going to be the same page every time. Okay, so this is the beauty of this too, is you guys, I've tried to streamline as many things, and this is going to be growing. This is still just like in baby form. But what I'm going to do is copy this link here. Okay, so now I'm going to minimize this. Let me minimize this as well. Let me bring up my Brave here. So this is my training account. So now what I want to do to cookie this link is I'm going to go to affiliates, and this will guarantee that if anyone signs up for Builderall on the broadcast page, as long as the link is cookied to you, then you're going to get credit for it. Okay. So you just need to go to Builderall Premium Funnels. And if you want to connect and let me just stop here and just since this is live Q&A day, I just want to make sure that you guys know when you get to this point, okay, it asked you to connect a domain. You are only connecting a domain for your affiliate funnels, for your Builderall affiliate funnels. And that is all of the funnels in the funnel club. It's all of the funnels here that you want to promote, all of these lead magnets, whatever is a Builderall affiliate funnel. That's what you're connecting to. You cannot use that domain on any other website. It can only be for the Builderall affiliate funnels. If you want to have another domain, you can certainly do that. You can create unlimited subdomains. So if you had, bridgetbartlett.com and you wanted to have training like I did, you could do training at bridgetbartlett.com. I could do Builderall training at bridgetbartlett.com. I could do vision marketing.bridgetbartlett. So I could choose unlimited subdomains, but for your Builderall affiliate websites, you can only have the domain for that. So to cookie this link, what you need to do is click on the link generator. Let me go back here because I'm getting ahead of myself. Click here for link generator. Click here to redirect link. Then you want to paste your link, any link. It could be your Facebook page. It could be whatever link. You want to paste that here, and then you want to do send. So now what it does, if you look at this long link here, it actually, this is my training account, but this would be my affiliate ID. Okay. So what this tells the browser is if anyone clicks here, this cookie is going to stay on the browser unless they clear their caches and do all of that stuff. It's going to stay on the browser for, I feel like it's 90 days. It could be 60, but always remember too, that the last cookie wins. So if they go here and then they click on your cookie and then they go Google, Builderall reviews, and they land on my video for Builderall reviews, and then they click my link, my cookie overrides your cookie. Okay. It's last cookie wins. So always remember that. If you want to be super secure, you can always promote Builderall on the back end, or you can do a magic funnel or whatever. Something really cool too that you can do is, first of all, you could copy this link or this shortened version, but you can also go into the link shortener and you can actually customize it. So you can, let's see, I think it was, which one was it? Maybe did it go to the end? Let's just choose this one here and we'll just use this as an example. So if I wanted to customize this, I didn't want it to be the eb4.co/EDAC. What I wanted to find something to remember it by, right? I could just click here for settings, and then I could call this, I think this is, let's just call it Bridget's training. And then I could change this last part here to be my training and save. So now, instead of that big long link or that weird shortened link, now it's just going to be this link every time. So it's going to be the HTTPS eb4.co and then my training. So that's something else that you could do. So you could just keep that and then maybe put that in your emails or say, hey, check out this live training every day at 2 p.m. And then you don't have to do any of that training. That's why we do that for you. So that's why I'm so in love with this process, because I really want you guys to benefit. I want you to share this with people. I want things to be as easy as possible, because you could technically create an entire website for digital marketing training and then just put links to all these live trainings, right? So we're always forward thinking. We're always trying to help the end user. Let me check out your questions here. Move this over. This is definitely the problem when you have lots of windows open. So let me find my broadcast page here. Okay. And also, I wanted to tell you guys, if you want to make sure that you don't miss any live training, you can always text the word live to country code 1-317-623-4596. And then every time I go live, I will send you a text message with the link. But also check this out. If you go, oh, why do I not share my screen? Sorry. If you click here on the broadcast page and you go to the email challenge, this is the challenge that we did last month, because we're doing a challenge every single month on something different. And last month it was build your email list. So if you want to know how to build an email list, we have 4 days of live training. And then we also have 29 additional days of trading content that can help you learn and grow with Builderall. In addition, you can join any of the groups, and here are the Builderall things. And let me just tell you guys, you could do the same exact thing with this link here. Okay, you can cookie that, and now not only do you have live training every single day, Monday through Friday, you also have these courses, right? Because if you're cookieing this is your real estate. You have this email challenge. If you want to check out, right now we're doing a training series on how to create your own course funnel. So if you missed any of the replays, you can click here and it goes right now to my YouTube channel, where you can access all of the trainings in the playlist. But I will tell you that I'm going to be putting all of these in an e-learning. So as things, as we create all these trainings and challenges, I definitely want to make them as simple as possible so that you can go to this one page and have all of the trading resources that I have done for you. So hopefully that helps out. I want to see if you guys have any questions here. Let me refresh my broadcast page again and make sure. Today's like live Q&A day is hit or miss. Sometimes lots of people, sometimes, nobody really has any questions. But another thing that I did want to tell you before is that Wednesday, when we were working in our challenge and I was having issues with the builder. Okay, it was like being very glitchy. I couldn't figure out why. And I said, I'm definitely contacting tech support. So let me move this, make sure I can still see your questions. So actually what I did was I contacted support, and I picked their brain to figure out, why does this problem happen and how can I prevent it from ever happening again? So here is what they told me, and I'm going to share with you guys. So when you are building in Builderall, here is best practice, okay? Every single time that you contact support, they're going to say, did you clear your cookies and caches, okay? That's kind of gets annoying. And I know if you're like me, it's like, I save my passwords. I don't really want to have to log back into everything. It's kind of a pain. So what you can do is use an incognito window. Okay. So no matter what browser you're using, if you click the dots up here, you'll see that you can open a new tab, a new window, a private window, I'm using Brave right now, but a private window or incognito window, that's basically what you're looking for. You also want to make sure that you don't have any extensions. So I use extensions a lot. I love them. They're amazing. But when you're using those extensions and when you're not in the incognito window, what happens is the code rewrites itself automatically. So what happens when it's it has the cachet, and I'm not a big techie person. So if you are a techie person, then definitely you probably think, oh, it's because of this, but in reality, in plain terms, it rewrites itself. So basically, it gets confused. So best practice, just work on Builderall in an incognito window with no browser extensions, and then you should be able to eliminate all of those issues. So if we go back to our front end offer page, one of the things that they said too is, well, you did duplicate, the text like multiple times, because I shared with them the video, like I said I was going to. So I guess that kind of confuses it as well. So those are just some tips that they gave me. So as I go through here, and let's just kind of try to edit this stuff again and see, hopefully it will save. So see, now that time it saved, and it could be because I'm I'm incognito. So we're definitely going to get back to all of this, building out our sales funnel. We don't have long to go, but I realized last time I didn't even show you guys what the final, like the page that we've been working on, what it actually looked like. So let me go back to the home, and then I will share that home page, because it's one thing to look at it in little pieces. It's another thing to look at the whole picture. So here is what we have built so far. Not completely, because we have our lead magnet page here. So here's our lead magnet. Yes?
Are you sharing the screen? Because I'm not seeing it from here.
Dang it all.
Okay, there we go.
You're like my lifesaver this week. Thank you so much. I've shared and unshared so many times that I can't remember what I did last. Okay, so anyway, here's where we are. Okay, so we have built our opt-in page here. Here's the registration into our membership areas, because remember, we want to lock down the pages they have to purchase or register to receive. Here's our email confirmation page that we created. And remember, I always say, give them something, give them some type of bonus every time you want them to take action. So I am gonna let you guys have the opportunity to get this funnel for free. But I want to definitely make it in a way that you could reuse. Okay, so not a lot of editing with my own stuff. Another thing that we talked about when you create a opt-in page is you can, even if you're using a double opt-in, you can always say, don't have time, click the button here. Now keep in mind, they're not going to be confirmed. But here's why I say, please note, you will need to check your email to receive your free gift. So I'm already setting the precedence. Like if you can't register for your free thing, you're going to have to confirm your email to get that. Okay. So that so far is what we created there. Now here is the front end offer page that we were working on. So we have our, this is the first page that we're actually selling something. So what we did so far is, it's not very beautiful. We didn't line it up or anything, but what we were working on is just copying and pasting the information, right? So we're wanting to sell them this book. Now, they've not opted in to buy a book. They opted in to get a free guide. But for them to get the free guide, they have to go through the funnel. Okay. So we're making them like, you want this funnel and this free gift, you're going to have to go through, or you want this guide and this free gift, you're going to have to go through the funnel. So nothing in life is free. So we're selling them on this guide, and we tell, how amazing it is and all these reasons why you can't live your life without it another day. And so here is the ebook, right, that we want to sell them, but we never in marketing just sell them outright. We always want to over deliver. So here is our first bonus. Okay, so we have a bonus here. Here's our second bonus, and here's our third bonus. And then we're going to get into the actual checkout process. Okay, so that's where we are right now. Definitely go back and watch the previous trainings if you're completely lost. And let me see again if you guys have questions. And I stopped sharing so I can remember, hey, Bridget, you stopped sharing your screen. So if I go to share again, hopefully I remember. But anyway, guys, that's really all I had for you today. I just wanted to always, of course, make myself available to you Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. and live Q&A. You guys drive the content. So if you don't have questions, if you're not stumped in some way, I don't know if the logging into the Zoom is confusing, because I know Ray usually pops in. What do you think, Jim? Was it a little bit confusing for you to figure out?
It was when I first came on, but as you were going through the instructions, I saw the link up above, and then I went to it, and then of course it was easy. So
Okay.
I guess like everything, first time around.
That could be, but I always need feedback, and that's great for you guys too. We do have the Biggers Test Lab. If you guys create websites and you're like, hey, what do you guys think? Definitely join that Facebook group. But so with you telling me that, now I'm thinking, okay, maybe I need, when I do the live Q&As, maybe I need like a flashing button, like join the Zoom here, to make it more obvious. But again, we have the capabilities of doing all of those things. So yeah. Yeah, but I do love, I love that now we can, I can hide that link behind a membership area. And instead of like it being my own membership area, but it's anyone. You don't have to be on my team. You don't have to be on my list. Anyone who even has a free Builderall plan can log in and get the Zoom link. It's just, it keeps it protected. Robots and spammers don't like to go through that extra step. And so that works out good. All right, Joe, do you have any questions for me?
I do. I just don't want to take up everybody's time, because what we did this week with the course, I would have to share my screen to show you what I'm not getting as to.
It's live Q&A. I guarantee if you have the question, other people do too. So feel free, share away.
I'll go to share here. Okay, so let me get into our funnel. Our connection must be slow.
It happens. Well, and when you're on Zoom too, it just really slows.
It's worse yet. Okay. Okay, I think on this confirm page, there was something that I couldn't. Here, yeah. I somehow, I did this in Canva, right? And then when I went to load it, it ended up loading in the background, huge. And so I deleted it, and everything back here went white.
You don't know.
And now I can't figure out how I lost all this background. I mean, I know I deleted it from wherever it was, but I can't remember how I got there or how.
So it looks like what you did is you changed the, instead of clicking on the image and then adding the image there, it looks like, because I still see on the side there, that you tried to change it to the internal background, which is only that space in between the guidelines. So what you told it to do was replace the internal background with that image. But then when you deleted that, the other image was already replaced. Yeah. So what you can do is, if you go click on that panel, instead of the image, go to the actual panel.
Oh, go over here?
Yeah. And then click edit, the little pencil there. And then go to, and always verify too. You see how on the right-hand side there, it says panel? Because it confuses me too, but that lets you know that you are in the right thing, the settings of the panel. So if you scroll down to where it says internal background settings, see that? There you go. So there's no image there. What you can do to get that image again is you can go to, or actually, yeah, what you can do to get that image again is just go to another page, or you can pull in that panel from the actual panel selection with that image. I mean, there's lots of different ways. I'm trying to help you brainstorm. Do you have another? Go up to your personal, scroll all the way up until you see like your panels. Like you're gonna click add.
Click add.
Yeah, it's weird. I want to do it myself. And click panels. And then scroll down until you see, let's just, I'm trying to think where you might have that image again. Maybe, scroll down. Maybe try opt-in banners, because I know that that image is, what I'm looking for is just another panel with that image on it that you can just steal the image. You may not be able to find it.
Could I, so basically if I go back where I have this page again, I can just use that as, make that a template of mine and bring that in.
Yeah, you can also use an extension. If you have a live version with that image, you can use an extension called Galleryify through Google Chrome. And that will allow you to pull any image off of any website. It does bog down your computer. So I have it on mine, but I only enable it when I use it. So that's something that you could do too, and just go to another live website where it has that image and then use it, and then swap out the background of your panel.
All right. And that just reminded me, when we add pages, when we set these up, and there's a turbo version, why doesn't anybody ever pick that turbo version as opposed to just adding the page? I mean,
it's very limited, because turbo, it's super fast, but for it to be super fast, it has to have very limited options on it. We are working on more turbo Cheetah templates, but it can't be very complicated. Like even putting an email marketing form will slow your page down. But what these pages are designed to do is, especially when you do Facebook ads, Facebook opens any link, Facebook opens it into their own browser. And a lot of times people will judge the website based on Facebook's browser. And in reality, that's not really the case. So if you have 5 seconds to capture someone's attention on your website, then, and 4 of those seconds are taken up by Facebook's browser, then now it looks like your website is slow and they may skip off. And now if you're running paid ads, you're paying for these clicks and no one is actually even getting to your page. So what you can do is use a turbo page for the opt-in, and then hopefully speed up that process so that they go to your website. And then, that's basically the point of that. But it is very limited. You could never do like a full-blown funnel on. But I will say, as we advance, with the new software and everything, what Cheetah is something that the market doesn't have. Usually, and when I do presentations with people who are experienced, like WordPress builders and stuff, they see Cheetah as being like, oh, it's one of those drag and drop. And that's not true. It's very simple like a drag and drop, but it's very powerful like WordPress. So we could create monster websites with this simple drag and drop technology. And so that's why it does a lot of experienced people. Oh, okay. But really, it's very incredibly powerful. But that's why. So while the normal web pages are fast and you could get a really good score as far as your speed, the Cheetah it's like 100%. It's instant load.
I knew that Cheetah was fast in general, but I was just curious as to why, when I see people working in there, I always see that turbo option. I'm like, well, why not go faster? But
yeah. And if you click on to create a Cheetah web page, you're going to see there's 2, I think now there's 5 templates that you can use, and it's very basic, and you can't even swap out the background image. It's like basically changing the text and where the button goes. That's pretty much what you can do on a Cheetah page.
Okay. So on what we were working on between Tuesday and Wednesday, here I can see my page is different. This you had higher up. off the panel? Do you need the attention educators, coaches?
Yeah.
I mean, is it okay there? I mean,
Honestly, it's okay anywhere you want to put it.
okay.
There's really no right or wrong. I mean, the whole thing with this is you want to make it as simple as possible. I know when I created my first website, I was like, and Shelly talks about this all the time too. It's like when we're brand new, we see all the possibilities and like we just want to put all this cool stuff on there. And in reality, it's like what you really want is someone to come to this website and then just like easily you guide them down the sales process. But like Shelly makes fun of herself. She talks about how the first website she did, she had the cursor or the mouse arrow where it had a trail. You know how you can do that?
Oh yeah.
She's like, that was so stupid. It's like people they're around the website and it's like now all you see is the trail of the mouse. You can't even see, but that's the things that we do in marketing. So really you could swap out all of these colors. You could swap out all of these, images, make them all your own and everything. But to make this training as simple as possible, to take out all of the guesswork and just concentrate on the actual process. That's why I love using PLR in training. And that's why I love to just say, look, you can literally take this example and then just copy it. And that way you're not worried about like, how do you know what to put on there? What all that text and stuff, it'd take you forever to come up with what to put there.
Here's what happened in my case. It's like, as I went down doing everything, as you were doing it. Well, here's one thing. I like the way this background shows here, but yet for some reason it's all blank up here. Did I delete it again inadvertently or something?
It looks like instead of making an additional panel with that second box, you dragged down the panel. So what that does is the background image is one size, but then if you drag that panel down, you're also dragging the image.
Okay.
So what I would do is just, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so that might explain why I ran out of room.
Yeah.
Right along here. Wait a minute here. I went to do this next page and I can't go any further.
Yeah, that's why. And a standard rule of thumb for me, I just like to have, like, if I'm doing boxes like that, I just like to have a box on each panel. And there's many reasons why you should do that. One of them you're experiencing right now. But the other part of it is when you have to rearrange panels or you want to save and copy a panel, the way that it looks on mobile. It's so funny to me because what you're doing, I did the exact same thing. I was like, why do you even need a second panel? I'll just stretch this one down and use it. And why does that matter?
So right now, to remedy this, would I want to shorten this panel?
You could actually duplicate the whole panel and then just delete the box and then paste your box on there.
Okay, wonderful. All right, well that takes care of me. So I don't want to.
You could add like another blank panel, and then when you get that image, you can just add the image to that background panel. That might be easier for you to stay organized. Yeah, I would just create a brand new panel, put the box on it, create another blank panel, put that box on it, get it all organized, and then come back with the images and make it all congruent.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love this. I mean, it's just so great to be able to right on the spot see it and then what you can't figure out on your own.
It is, yeah, it's really helpful. And sometimes you may know the answer, but you just feel better having somebody else say, yes, I know that.
Yeah. So that way you don't end up deleting everything and say, oh my God, what I do.
Yeah. Or like Wednesday when I was having all those issues and stuff. Now I know because I'm a super user that what was happening was not right. So I knew that it wasn't that I was doing something wrong. And when you're a new user, you may think, what do I keep doing wrong that this keeps happening? How can I not do that? So another reason why I just love doing it live, because I know if I'm experiencing something, you guys do too. So definitely I'm going to take supports their advice. I'm going to be using a incognito window from now on, and that should resolve the problems. How are you, Ray? Gregory, how are you?
Uh, yeah, I'm fine now. I like Jim. I couldn't see the link, and so I got in somehow, and then got failed and got out. So I just now found that link way up high. You had to go higher than I was going, and there the link was. So I
Oh,
won't miss it next time. Um,
well, yeah, Jim told me, because every time you try something new, it's like it might make sense to you, but you're the one who created it. So it may not make sense. So it's definitely a work in progress, but I definitely will take your feedback and make the button more obvious next
well,
time.
a word maybe Zoom or something. I don't know. Q&A Friday Q&A. I just went right
Well,
in one ear and out the other, but
yeah,
just
it says log in to join Friday Q&A.
yeah. So that went in one ear and out the other. I
Oh,
was looking for Zoom. Where's the Zoom?
oh, okay.
Um, I do
Well,
have
good
a
to
couple
know.
of questions through the week. I jot these things down, and then when Q&A Friday comes, I have them and have them up. Could I ask just one? I guess I don't know which one's more important or more not important, more insignificant.
They're all significant.
Yeah. Um, well, this one is probably insignificant. Terry was demonstrating the new dashboard. Is the new dashboard coming to us when we're on the Builderall dashboard? She had a totally different dashboard without the uh, choices across the top at the header. They were down the side, and you had to click to get home and training and affiliates and all of those things. That was about Monday or Tuesday. I saw some of her training, and so I was expecting it. It doesn't have the Builderall octopus or whatever that is on it. So that's the logo that is not there anymore, and
Yeah, I
that's not.
didn't see her training. My dashboard looks the same, so I don't
Okay.
know.
I'll just wait. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think I was scrolling through and saw something about a dashboard. I mean, they are changing a few things to make it more user friendly, but I don't know what it looks like. And she writes the blog, so she may have gotten like a sneak peek or so. I'm not really sure, but I definitely want to check that out now. They're definitely always, and it's really hard. It's like, if you had 40 products that you wanted people to easily find on one page, it's like, how do you really do that? you know how do you really like organize that to where people can easily find it without it just everything getting lost in the shuffle? And so they're always trying to find a way to present that in the best way possible.
Okay. I'm studying up on chatbots. I do not yet get the value that everybody is touting how great a chatbot is. What can a chatbot do for a businessman or something like that?
It basically replaces um, your pre-qualification process, for example. So let's say in sales, a lot of people have standard questions they ask every single person. And it's not about what is your name so much. It's more about what are you hoping to get here? How long do you think that you're expecting this to take? What are your expectations? How much money are you planning to invest in this business opportunity? How much time are you willing to spend to learn to get wherever you're getting? What are your financial goals? Those are all standard questions that people ask when they're pre-qualifying someone, basically like in a consultation. So it's like, I'm not, when I teach the web agency thing, I always say when you're asking the questions, you need those questions to point you to, is this a, do it for me person, or is this I want to do it myself person? So those questions you can form in a chatbot and have the chatbot ask them and move them wherever you want them to go, to get them the information they need without you ever having to speak a single word to them. So it's
Okay.
literally like you are hiring a salesperson to monitor your website or your Facebook page or whatever chatbot you're using, to work for you 24 hours a day. And the beauty of it is they get an immediate response. So I know before I had my chatbot on my lawn care business website, I would get, messages from people at like, 2 a.m, and they had to wait until I responded. But when I created the world's most simple chatbot. It's literally like one button that says, "Thank you for contacting us. I'm assuming that you're interested in a quote for lawn care. Please click here to go to our website and request a quote." So it's like, it was one button. It was like the text and one button. But by me creating that, they got a response. And then I immediately sent them where I wanted them to go. So it's just the urgency factor, the pre-qualification, and basically working for you so that you don't have to. So if you have like the funnel showcase, we have like 30 chatbot templates, and I can tell you with 100% accuracy, and this is not inflation just to make it look like a valuable product. Each of those chatbots you could easily customize for any business and sell it for $1,000, because to them, I always say with business people, it's about saving time and money. So that chatbot is going to save them time and money, because now they're not having to miss the important, urgent calls or whatever, because maybe the next morning, Ray, you respond to a Facebook message, but they messaged you and it was convenient for them, but then you message them back when it's like, it's dinner time and bath time, and I'm trying to I don't have time to respond to this, and now your message gets buried, or you're not friends, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So when you talk to a business owner and you say, look, maybe it's going to cost you $1,000, but it's going to save you this much time. You're not going to be, look at all these. If you hired a salesperson to do this for you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, it's going to cost you a lot of money. So $1,000, that's nothing to the value that it offers the business owner.
Great. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Is it normally like, you pre-program it on like the most frequently asked questions, and then it kind of just...
Yes. I mean, really, it's yes and no. It can be really whatever you want it to be. Like Facebook has its own chatbot thing, but it's very limited, and it is the basic questions. I mean, really, anybody could go in there and just use Facebook tools to have the rerouting. But when you want to be specific, when you want to show them a video, or you want to have them click a button to call you or email you, or when you want to send them to another flow so that you can continue the conversation, Facebook doesn't have that ability. So, so yes, definitely. And I could share my screen and show you. I don't know if you've like dove really into all of the templates, but if you go to chatbot funnels, you'll see, and you can try any of these out, like the demo version. So if you click here, it'll go to well, I'm not logged into Facebook, but it'll go to your Facebook. Let me copy this link here, and then I'll go to my actual Facebook page where I am logged in, and then you can see. Demoing these are definitely the best way to see the value for sure. And you could always give someone this link to demo, but I will say, if you do that, just know that they will get responses and all of that stuff. So make sure that they're your Builderall person. They already have an account or something like that. That's not what I wanted. I want this link here. Copy link, and let's go here. Oops, I'm still in my incognito window. Well, the way I'm performing here today is like I've never done this before in my life. All right.
Congratulations, you are now a proud owner of a Builderall.
Okay, so here is what this chat, now you can tell that I've tried a lot of them, and it looks like it's sent from Chatty Builderall chatbot. So it does say Builderall. So if you want them to trial one of these chat bots, just at least make sure they are your free member. So maybe through a magic funnel or something like that, so that they are, so they don't just, what's Builderall? And then they go sign up and then you never even got commission. But it walks you through the steps. So if you like, say, make a reservation or book now or whatever, explore other services, and then you can answer this question, right? Do you want to build websites? And here's like a little scroll thing. None of this is possible on Facebook. But, schedule an appointment. It's like you're giving them all this info, like, hey, what do you want to do? Now, do you want to schedule an appointment? And the cool thing is that since these are already done for you, you have all of the questions already. So you can see, the awesome images, you want a free starter kit, all of these things are all done for you. So if you had a business, let me get back to my camera here. So if you had a business that was, let me see the templates, like a pet clinic or an art gallery or a bank or, boat rentals or any of those, there's 30 to choose from. So if you had a business that, that you thought could benefit from the chatbot, and we have the template. It's literally a matter of just changing the business name, maybe the phone number and things like that. And here's your $1,000. Now you can also host it, and hosting it is nothing. It's just making sure that it, doesn't crash. And if it does, you contact support and say, hey, there's a problem. So it's like nothing, really. You could make so much money without all of the effort.
What would be a good hosting fee, monthly fee for just checking on it and hosting it?
I would approach it just like website hosting. Like I'll do, this many edits for this much money, and I would say maybe $50 a month. And then make the edits very limited. If they want to add a whole other flow or something like that, obviously now that's a lot more money. So I would not include that. But I always say, like, especially anytime you're working with clients, make sure that everything is so black and white that there's no gray area, because they will come at you. And I get this all the time. They'll come at me and say, hey, I need, can you order me some branded, products for my business? Cause I want to start handing those out, and that's fine. But I don't do that. It's like, I don't do that. That's not like a service that I offer, but I'll do it for you for this amount of money. It's like, if you want it done for free, then, Google, go Google a company and order it yourself. But if you want me to do it, then I'm going to charge you for it. It's not my terms. That's not a service. So yeah, just make it black and white. And yeah, I would say $50, but charge $100. You really have to fill out the client and stuff. But you think $50, it's not that much money, but it's also, now you have that client, just like saying, hey, can you order promotional products with my brand on it for it? It's like, they're going to come to you with every single marketing thing they could ever possibly need, because they know you now, like upsell. And, oh, I got this chatbot. Do you know, we could also add the leads that you get in the chatbot to a mailing list. So I could also create an email sequence for you to automatically go out. And that way you're following up with all these leads. It's going to cost you $300. Oh, but you will need to manage those emails, because you definitely want to make sure you have a clean list. You want to make sure you have a professional email. I could do that for another $50 a month. You should probably send a newsletter with updated information about your company and stuff to your email list. I could do that every week for you for an extra $50, so that, that's how it goes. It's like, all you have to do is build the trust and show them the value, and they're yours for life. For sure.
Bridget, what are you doing this weekend? And don't say it has anything to do with a computer.
My life is surrounded by a computer. It's me and then a computer. No, this weekend it's like tax season. I have 3 businesses that I need to get all of my taxes and all that stuff. Plus, next week is the coaching challenge. You guys, sometimes in marketing, we're supposed to hype things up and be super excited about it. And most of the time I am, but this one is just beyond I'm beyond excited about, because I honestly, like Jackie said in a meeting today, that this is like the best, like our best work. And I really truly believe that we have put so much work into this challenge that it's like, I just, it's like, you know, you ever like work on something so much and you're like, oh my gosh, they're going to freak out when they see like how much value is in this. And then it's like, oh, I get to show them now. So it's kind of like you buy your kids Christmas gifts and you're like, oh, Billy's going to love this bike. I can't wait for him to open it. And that's how I feel with the coaching challenge. So always providing the value is the fun for me. So I'll be working. Make a long story short. What are you doing this weekend, Ray?
I am working on Builderall, trying to get it all together. And there's so much there to pull together. And the shiny object syndrome has got me, but I've got to put that aside and focus on finishing a couple, 3 projects and see how that works. See the full project come to a fruition. I'm still behind on the live email, new year, new email. And I'm trying to finish that so I can be ready for Monday for the next part. I have not seen even half of what you've done this last week to build the coaching, and so I'm very much behind.
Well, you know, I always feel behind because and that the shiny object syndrome is, it's impossible to not have with Builderall, because even it's like I am in this platform every single day of my life, and probably 10 hours a day. And when we come out with a new tool, I am like Billy with the new bike. I can't wait to implement it. I can't wait to try it out and see what I can do with it. Then the next step is I want to show you guys how you can do it and what I did with it. And it's just like every single time there's a new tool or a new feature, I am that way. But yeah, the projects and stuff, it's like I have brain explosion. I see things that other people do and it makes me have ideas like, oh my gosh, I must do that. But yeah, it's, you know, this journey is all about balance. It's balance with your projects, balance with your family, balance, you know. That's why I don't just go to the gym in the mornings for weight loss. I go for my mental health. I like to listen to, I'll be on the treadmill and I'll be listening to, you know, sermons. I'm a Christian, so that's what pumps me up. But I also like to listen to maybe Gary Vee or, you know, anyone that is just like, I just want to feel pumped up and motivated for the day. Like that's my mental, physical, spiritual hour of the day. And then the rest is Builderall. What about you, Jim? What are your plans this weekend? Builderall too?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it is funny because it's kind of like what both of you said. The more you expose you know, the more you get into Builderall, the more you realize, wait, I didn't know it. What? I can do that. And then you start digging in and making mistakes and backtracking for somebody else's video. And that's why I really like these live sessions, because kind of like what Ray was saying, I look forward to just writing down my question and then at the end of the week saying, Bridget, I'm stumped here. I can't get this. It's just like we just did, you know, 2 simple answers on those questions that I couldn't figure out myself. I had my suspicions, but I was scared to make changes because I was scared of deleting more than what I had already deleted, more damage. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to help out a buddy tomorrow. He's building the shed, so we're going to put the roof on tomorrow. And but other than that, yeah, I'm gonna be in Builderall doing what I can.
Yeah. Well, it'll be nice. Where do you live?
In Gainesville, Florida, north central Florida.
Well, that would be nice to get outside. I live in Indiana.
Oh, it's been beautiful here.
It's too cold.
I mean,
It's great.
Let's see.
I live in Tampa, and it's.
Okay.
I'm so jealous of you guys. Let me look at my phone. Oh, it's a big whopping 34 degrees right now. So when you guys talk about outside,
yeah,
that must be nice. What's outside like, you guys?
It's beautiful. I mean, we've had a nice week. Actually, today is an overcast, rainy day, but the last 4 days, I've actually, not to make you feel worse, but all the Builderall stuff I've done in the back patio all day long.
Jealous.
Yeah, It's
See,
been
I
that
do.
nice.
And that's one of the beautiful things about working from home is when it is a nice day, I love to take my dogs outside and I just sit at my table with my laptop and
It's great.
all of that. And yeah, it's awesome. It's like,
Yeah.
and I always say, like, who gets to take their lunch break at home? Like, that's
Yeah.
so awesome to me. It's so much better than going outside the house.
It is.
72 degrees here in Tampa. Next week it's going to reach 80,
Yeah.
and just really nice.
I feel like I had a big gaping wound in my arm and you just poured salt into it.
Buccaneers are
Thanks,
playing.
Ray.
I'm sorry. Buccaneers are playing in Green Bay tomorrow. It'll be about 26 degrees and possible snow. So
Yeah,
It's great.
like
it's great they're still in it.
it's so cold right now that there's like snow right now that's still like melted on top of my grass. It's like patches of snow. That's how cold it is. So jealous. So
Wow.
jealous.
when I lived
It is
in
nice.
Tennessee, we lived in Tennessee for a while, and nobody did any yard work until spring. And so, why worry about it? Even if the roof leaks, hey, it's not raining. Why should I, until summer or until spring, and then get out there and fix it?
Exactly. We have this lawn care business. So my husband is like, I mean, he's Mr. Fix It. He's like, the honey-do list that I've made for him all summer, spring, and whatever. He's like, he does that during the break because there's
Cold
like
months.
about 4 months where there's no work at all. But he, I mean, he might work 16-hour days during those times. So it's like I would work 16-hour days to get 4 months off every year. I'd be happy for that.
And it's benefits.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'll let you get started on your weekend and enjoy the outdoors. I'll probably be trapped in my office.
The last
Trying to
question
stay-
I have is the template that we're all going to be getting from you for this course.
Mhm.
Is that like when we finish it, or when are we do
Yeah,
that?
when I get it all done, and I do have a method to my madness for that, because I don't want you guys. There's a lot of people, not you guys, because you're building along with me, but there's a lot of people who are like, I'm not going to do it. She'll just give me the template, and then and that's not the point of what we're doing. The point is the skill. It's like
Right.
you can go get templates all day long, but the skill that you're learning because you're not just watching, you're actively doing it. And when you guys come up with questions, you're only going to have those questions because you've been doing it and you ran into a problem. So that's part of my reason for it, but also because I want to put it on the marketplace. But for everyone who's engaged in all of that, I want to just create a promo code and then you guys can have it for free. So other people will be paying for it, but you guys are going to get it for free.
Sweet.
It's like a My Team exclusive promo code.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I would like it too.
Mhm. Yeah.
How are you, Gregory? Oh, you're muted. Let me see if I can I'll ask to unmute you. Oh, won't let me. Ask to unmute.
We can't hear you, Greg. Can you unmute your computer?
I could just feel Gregory had a lot of important things to say, but I couldn't hear any of it.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Something to say.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah. My camera is giving me a lot of problem, and my computer is something else. Yeah. What I want to say is that the website we are building currently, we are on building your course. When I
Oh, you muted again.
You're muted again, Greg. We can't hear you.
I don't want to jump away, Gregory. Don't make me leave this meeting.
Don't keep us on suspense now.
It's like I'm waiting. What does Gregory have to say? All right, guys. Well, I'll just tell Gregory since he's having computer issues. Gregory, just comment on the video, and then I will make sure to answer whatever question that you did have. I will make sure to tag me in it so that I get notified. Sometimes, like people, they try to comment and ask me something, but then it just gets lost somewhere. So if you tag me, I'll definitely see it. But all right, guys, if you didn't have anything else, you can definitely get started on your weekend, get started on your Builderall projects, because I definitely know that I will have some as well. And I hope you have an amazing weekend.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Go build it with Builderall. I'll see you Monday at noon for the challenge.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll post the link in the group, and there's also an event there, so you'll be notified.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.